folks, we're in Spink County, South Dakota. We're preparing for what we're calling the Pheasantennial hunt here based out of Redfield, which is the 100th anniversary of the very first season in 1919. And you can see this isn't a promotion. We're out on one of my leased properties out on the Kleps farm. You can see this is a working farm. Nothing is staged. I mean, you can tell there's all kinds of activity going on here. Quite frankly, the farmers are the reason we have these birds through the practices that they have for us. There goes Colin Kleps right there in the combine. I don't know if you can hear over the sound of the machinery, but they do an excellent job for us out here. They farm for profit, but they leave enough for the birds. They help us with hunting spots. They strip corn. They do several different things, hay, millet, you name it, what they can do to help these birds procreate. So we do have a decent population, and quite frankly, we are fortunate here just outside of Redfield, pheasant capital of the world. With that, we're going to let the dogs run around, do their thing. We're going to gear up, have a little festivities in the morning. Then we're going to do a reenactment of the very first release that took place, and I can actually see where it took place just over this riverbank, a mile north of us and a mile south of Redfield, South Dakota. All right, we're gonna take and load these dogs up. You can tell they're very excited here, as am I. We got a beautiful day here. We're gonna run in, we're gonna have brunch, we're gonna have a safety talk. Yes, your name is Gabby, for good reason. With that, we're going to break into groups of dignitaries that we're taking out. I'll be taking out a group. We'll have the Mayor of Redfield, Jamie Aiken. We'll have the Mayor of Aberdeen, Travis Schoeneman. Two communities that benefit greatly from pheasant hunting, both here in Northeast South Dakota. I happen to be extremely fortunate and live right in the middle of the communities in my little town of Millette. With that, we need to get into town. We're going to do some interviews with some of the folks. Get our stuff geared up, run out, and put some birds in the air and knock some down. These guys will bring them back and showcase what we have here in South Dakota. Hey folks, we have a few minutes before the exciting hunt starts here, and I wanted to showcase a little bit of the flavor of the community and give you an idea just how important pheasants are for us here in Spink County, and specifically Redfield, South Dakota, our county seat itself. As you can tell, we're in the high school and middle school. We're in the high school gym, the big gym right now, and as you look around, everything is pheasant related. To me personally, I think the ringneck pheasant represents kind of the culture that we have here. The bird has been around for over 100 years since the first release, which we will showcase in a bit here. And these birds have endured about everything that you can imagine, no different than the settlers when they first come out here, settling this country, getting agriculture started, and we continue to survive and thrive, as do these birds. It's a perfect relationship. And this shows what we are all about. All right, folks, we've got a few minutes. We're getting the hunters fed. We're getting prepared for a safety talk. Prior to going out for our hunts around the community of Redfield, we got several groups of dignitaries, and I had a moment to grab the illustrious mayor of Redfield, South Dakota, which is the pheasant capital of the world. Give me a little rundown. What does it mean to your community with these pheasant hunters coming in and just the pheasants in general?
It's huge, Dennis. As you know, number one in South Dakota is agriculture, but number two is our tourism. And that means hunting, and that means pheasant hunting specifically. So the impact that it has not only on our community, but South Dakota as a whole is huge. It brings in revenue from outside of the state. It helps out with our local economy. It keeps our businesses afloat, and it helps run the local governments with sales tax.
You know, and beyond that, I think what I see personally is I run an outfitting business, and a lot of people, obviously, they come for our pheasants. This is as good as it gets. There's no doubt about it. They come to live our lifestyle. They enjoy our rural, relax, you know, just go at whatever pace we need to go lifestyle. You know, I see that all the time for folks.
Yep. I think you're right, Dennis. I think whether it's Redfield or whether it's Aberdeen or Huron or any community in South Dakota, it's that Midwest hospitality. And a lot of times, you know, we kind of use this as a recruiting tool. You know, we are a rural community, and we're looking to help out with our workforce. And if we can get those people to come here and see what we're all about, a lot of times those guys think, hey, not only was this a great place to hunt, but this could be a great place to move my family, relocate, and start a business. And that's what we want here in South Dakota.
You know, you hit on a prime example. Obviously, Dr. Owens, my personal physician, we don't get a lot of doctoring done. We get a lot of talking about hunting and fishing, but I think that was probably a key factor in him wanting to settle here. And we've got great physicians because of it, and people that will work and come to our community.
Absolutely. It's ironic because I know Dr. Wellens very, very well. And in talking to him, he's from Iowa. He's an Iowa boy, and he grew up there where there was hunting and fishing, but maybe not the options
to our level.
And so his decision to come and practice as a physician right here in Redfield was based upon the hunting and fishing and the easy access to it.
Right. You know, and there's a lot of other communities can pick up from this. I mean, I think you guys are doing a good job. This is a big part of it. With that, let's go get the guys gathered up. We're going to get some dogs loaded up. We're going to run out to the fields, and we're going to show you folks just what we do have.
Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we have customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds. Make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gun Dog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
Make your next day on the water even better with Airwave Pedestal, the only air suspension system that can be custom adjusted to the weight of the rider. No unreliable springs, no oil-filled shocks to leak. Our patented design utilizes a two-stage suspension system to smooth out the roughest ride, while limiting travel to an industry-leading 2 inches. This boating season, enjoy your time on the water to the fullest. Find out how at airwavepedestal.com.
Dakota Pheasant Guide offers the best wild pheasant hunts from the Glacial Lakes area of South Dakota west to the Missouri River. Packages available include everything from self-guided to fully guided hunts. Book your bird hunting adventure now. Fishermen, iTime Promotions is your ticket to an enjoyable and successful day on the water. Call Dennis Foster for your outdoor adventure of a lifetime.
Welcome to Redfield, the pheasant capital of the world. That is something that us here in Redfield we're very proud of. The very first hunt takes place in Redfield 100 years ago. The first release was done at Hagman's Grove. That's the site that we're at right now. We're gonna reenact that. We're gonna release 3 roosters and 3 hens, just as they did 100 years ago, and that was done by Mr. Packard, Mr. Schalke, and Mr. Hagman.
All right, Mayor Aiken, what do you think of our little release celebration here?
I think the release was a good deal today. It went well. I'm looking forward to an exciting hunt today. I'm looking forward to us getting some birds. And fortunately for these 2 birds, you guys have heard of a presidential pardon. It kind of sounds like maybe these 2 roosters get a mayoral pardon for the day.
That's right. You know, let's get these up in the air. We'll go out in the field here in the real world. Let's put some more up and let's bring some down this time.
Sounds good.
Ready? Okay, we got our festivities and our release out of the way, which was fun, but now we'll start getting into the real fun. I actually shoot pheasants for a living, and with part of that is we need quality components to make it all work out. To that end, I'm shooting these Fiocchi shells. They're very hot shells. Our birds do not like to die real easy. I'm a huge believer in copper or nickel-plated shot, which these have. We're going to be shooting 4-shot, 1 3/8 load of that, and they're spitting them out at 1,485 feet per second. And what that does is hitting these birds extremely hard, mostly first shot kills. It's helping us tremendously. We don't have down birds that are running around, difficult to find. 1, you don't ever want to lose a bird because obviously that's a waste. But 2, it actually helps your hunting because when your dogs are running around looking for a bird for 5 or 10 minutes, guess what? These birds are wild, they're nervous, they're going to be getting up, flying away out of range. So it's key to spend a couple extra bucks on some quality shells. It's going to make for a much more enjoyable hunt and quite frankly a more ethical hunt. You'll see that in action in just a few minutes. Just like to toss along a quick little safety tip as we're hunting out here in the fields of South Dakota. We are very fortunate. We've got some very liberal game laws, meaning the way we handle our guns and so forth, but safety is still key and paramount. When I get to the end of the field, quite frankly, what I do, we just simply open our action on these autos, pull it back. You can see I've got the shell, let it slide up. The action's open. There's no way this is ever going to get by here. The shell's never going to get into the chamber. It's perfectly safe to carry your gun like that. And literally, the minute I get to the end of the field, I do this. There's no issues whatsoever. So that's something to consider. You want to get back to hunting, all you do is pull your action back. You can see the shell fell right in there, and you're ready to go.
High Point Pet Foods presents Country Creations Dog Foods, offering quality nutrition for the life of your canine companion. To fuel the fire of puppyhood into keeping the energy level high of an active young dog, optimizing the performance of the hard-charging adult, or having a quality diet for your senior canine companion. Country Creations has you covered with their quality formulas. Get in touch with High Point Pet Foods today. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels is your full-time gun dog training facility. For over 30 years, we have customized our training to fit each individual gun dog. We know it takes a well-trained gun dog to handle wild birds. Make every hunting trip a dream trip. Let Midwest Gun Dog Kennels put excitement back into your hunt of a lifetime. Midwest Gun Dog Kennels, where experience equals excellence.
Well, as you might be able to tell, I spend a lot of time behind a shotgun. Whether it's at the clay target fields, sporting clays fields, doing exhibitions, or bird hunting, I always trust my shooting skills to the Rio elites. Not only for the lighter recoil, but as you can tell, the harder hitting, consistent patterns. These clay targets don't stand a chance when you shoot Rio elites.
Okay, we're wrapping up our Pheasantennial hunt here just outside of Redfield, South Dakota. Happen to have two politicians with us, mayors of our leading communities, Travis Schoeneman, Jamie Aiken, and to stay with politically correct terms, our weather has been disagreeable as of late. We caught a great day here today. I just kind of want to have some of you guys' thoughts, and more than on just the economic impact, more on the quality of life that we have out here and why people want to come out here and join us.
Well, first of all, Travis Schoeneman. I had a great time hunting with these guys, great group of guys, great property down here to be shooting birds on. And Aberdeen, South Dakota really relies on our hunters. And that is a major economic impact for us. And it's just a great time, though. It's a good time for us to spend with our families and friends, and just a good connection to the earth.
You know, and you hit on something too, aside from what we're doing, is it's a reason for extended families to come back every year for opener. I mean, it's Christmas, literally, Thanksgiving, that type of thing.
Travis, he did a good job covering the economic impact. I'd kind of like to talk a little bit about the hunt itself. You know, as Dennis alluded to, fortunately today the sun came out and it didn't rain, which that's been a rarity this year to have nice weather. A little on the cool side. Do we limit out on birds? We didn't necessarily limit out on our birds, but it's not about how many birds you get, and it's not about how many times you shoot. I'll tell you what I enjoyed personally about this hunt, and that's the camaraderie and the friendship that you build. Before today, I'd never met the mayor of Aberdeen, and safe to say, as the day kind of played out, I think we built up a good rapport.
Right, we're shaking hands now.
We're shaking hands now. So it's the friendships, it's the memories, it's the times that you share with people.
You know, and you touched on something too, and I see that, and everybody does in this area, is these people come back year after year after year. You know, I have hunters, I literally look forward to them coming. It's a big deal. It's an event.
It's a great exercise.
That it is.
And I would like to thank you, Dennis, for a great hunt today. I mean, you took great care of us. You put us on some birds, and you know, when you're dealing with a group of people, you're not really sure what you're going to get. But we had a good hunt. We had a safe hunt.
We had a short period of time to do it in, and you know, I think we had pretty fair results here. You know, and now with that, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to showcase a little bit more what Redfield does. They actually have the high school trap team is going to be cleaning these birds up for us. They were let out of school just for this event, and they are the Redfield pheasants. They're going to help us clean these up. We're going to take it from there, go to the banquet. We're going to get our governor speak. I'm sure she's going to share a lot on her initiative to keep the tradition going and what we need to do to keep these birds plentiful for us and all our visitors come see. We just wrapped up the hunting portion of the Pheasantennial celebration here in Redfield, South Dakota. You can see we got our namesake birds here. We got plenty of pheasants. Had a great day. Weather was absolutely perfect for what we were doing. And we visited with Mayor Aiken, something we'd like to touch on. It's quite frankly, we could not have pulled this off without the volunteers of the community. If you look around us here, we got these fine young folks, and they're part of the Redfield trap team. They actually helped out through the day. They're going to clean these birds up for us. Also, we got a ton of help from the local farmers, because quite frankly, without some place to hunt, we're not going to get these birds. Look at some more of the volunteers for the committee through the process of what led us to this point and being successful.
I think, Dennis, you hit the nail on the head there. This was a community effort. There's no way we could have pulled off this Pheasantennial. There's no way we could have celebrated, commemorated the 100th anniversary of the first hunt if it wasn't for all the volunteers from the community. And traditionally, when you think of volunteers, I mean, you're kind of maybe thinking more of the businesses that donate stuff and kind of helping that way. But it wasn't only Main Street businesses; it was the high school. You know, we're the Redfield Pheasants in Redfield. We got the trap team here. The trap coach, he came out and helped. Landowners, farmers. It's been a tough year for the farm economy. They got the crops in late. It's been wet. They've been struggling. We had a lot of farmers actually say, you know what, I'll take the day off. I will help you go out. Not only can you hunt my land, but we'll help guide it. We'll show you where to go. So there is no way that we could have pulled off this hunt today if it wasn't for all the volunteers of you know, and I say the Redfield community, but the Spate County community at large.
Without a doubt, you alluded to the farmers. These guys are wanting to be in the field. They're wanting to be combining. I mean, that says a lot about their commitment to helping out. Just people in town, general input, catching input. You know, people here and there. You know, and I think that speaks more to our area as a whole, rather than just, hey, yeah, we got these wonderful, beautiful birds come out and hunt. It says a lot about them. You know, and I think we're showcasing that today as much as pheasants. And I alluded to this earlier. People come out to shoot our birds. There's no doubt about that. They come out to live.
Absolutely, I agree with you more.
You know, with that, let's wrap this up, let these kids get dirty, get these birds cleaned up. We're going to transition on into the banquet, show you what we have to offer there, and just keep the ball rolling.